This Nintendo Online stuff is just getting worse and worse by the day. So one of the main features people were excited to get with this upcoming online service was access to cloud saves, the ability to back up your game saves to the internet to give you a little bit of peace of mind. With the Switch being a portable system, something many people take around with them, the odds of it being lost, stolen, or damaged are many times greater than it is with other systems. It's more like your phone, honestly, than your PlayStation in that regard for many people. And we all have our favorite games, titles we've dumped hundreds of hours into already, with surely many more to come. So it's important that these saves are kept safe. And if something happens to your Switch, all your progress isn't lost. Well, it would appear that these cloud saves are not coming to a bunch of games. According to updates on Nintendo's own official websites, several games, as of today, have been updated with a message stating that they will not support cloud saves. As of now, the game pages I have seen this for myself with my own eyes are as follows: NBA 2K19, FIFA 19, Dead Cells, Dark Souls Remastered, as if I needed another beef to have with Dark Souls, and also, on Nintendo's own side, Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee, and Splatoon 2. Really sucks because I feel all these games are titles that people have or will dump a lot of time into. On the third-party side, obviously, it's their choice to opt out or whatever. The hatred, I think, should probably be directed towards them for it first. But how about these Nintendo ones? You know, you can't blame third parties for Splatoon 2 not having it. And I've seen a bunch of these responses already today. Oh, it's to combat cheating. As you'll notice with many of these games that are listed, there are big multiplayer components to them. But yeah, cheating, that's like a very 2005 excuse for me. If you're worried about, save scumming in Splatoon 2, I think it's called, where people could potentially keep reloading a cloud save to re-roll the same gear over and over, well, that's fine, but then fix it. Do something about it. Make the game have an autosave to both the system and one that overwrites your cloud, like whenever you do that sort of stuff. Or store the profiles on your servers, on your end, Nintendo. Maybe when this was free, not a big deal, but now we're going to be paying you, Nintendo. Part of what we're paying you for is to figure this stuff out and fix it. And to those of you who are accepting this as a totally legit excuse, are you just going to accept it for any other game that has some sort of online that could maybe possibly in some way be potentially manipulated by cloud saves? Just, 100% can't have cloud saves in that game or any sort of backup. And yeah, in 2018, telling the people, you're on your own with the saves in these games because we're worried about cheating. Yeah, sorry, that isn't even close to a valid excuse for me. And maybe some of these people who are bringing this up only do play on Nintendo. I guess that is possible. If you've only played on Nintendo systems like for the last, 15 years, you may think this is the way this stuff works. But everyone else seems to be able to keep people's online profiles safe without rampant cheating. It's not an excuse. It's kind of like I said with the voice chat stuff before. This is a uniquely Nintendo problem, with them just being way too behind on the times. And sticking with Splatoon, because I want to make what I've seen so far today about this game clear, I've seen many people say that they're at least under the impression that their profiles are already backed up on Nintendo's end. At least from everything I've seen, they are not. I'm personally not really a technical guy, but I know Spawnwave, you may be familiar with that channel, has been checking on a lot of this stuff, and he said he did the whole trying to move his profile over, like log into another Switch without his original save, and it made him start over from level 1. And I've saw a bunch of people in the responses say that they already knew this from experience. It's happened to them, something happened to their Switch, and they had to start from the beginning. It was actually pretty funny to me because there was somebody in those Twitter responses who was like, well, you have to move the save over too. And Spawnwave just replies to that like, yeah, probably a good reason to have cloud saves then. I got a kick out of that. Now, could this be some sort of misunderstanding? Could Nintendo be doing something else that will protect these saves somehow. I don't know, maybe. But again, this comes back to Nintendo's incredibly poor handling of the launch of this service. I mean, you guys just go in here and you start stealth updating these game descriptions on your site. This game does not support cloud saves. This game does not support cloud saves. And this game does not support cloud saves. And while we're all still waiting for you to detail this service that is supposed to be coming out this month, for Christ's sake, like, what are we supposed to think? And if this is all true, then there's going to be a bunch of games, even on Nintendo's end, that aren't going to allow cloud saves. If this is true, in my opinion, it is imperative that you allow some sort of local backup system. I'm sorry, but having a bunch of these games, big first-party titles especially, not getting supported was something I wouldn't have expected. You need to, at the very least, and I mean the very least, give people the option to do it themselves. Because yeah, this is ridiculous to expect people to be just okay with having absolutely no security for their save files. And here's the thing, why this, I think a big part of why this makes me so irritated, the people aren't freaking out about this because they're Nintendo haters or whatever. In this situation, it is exactly the opposite, because they're the ones who love these games, the ones that pour countless hours into them, and like I said, especially with the Switch being a portable that many take with them all over the place, you know you're always at risk for something to happen to it. If there is any system you want this stuff backed up on, it's the Switch. Oh, anyway, I'm cutting myself off here, or I'll just get more angry and do more ranting. Let me know your thoughts on this Nintendo Switch cloud save crisis in the comments. How do you feel about potentially having absolutely no way at all to protect your saves in some of these games? Hey guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Who am I kidding? How could you enjoy hearing about this nonsense? Anyway, subscribe, follow, link to all the stuff in the description. You know the deal. I'm done for right now. Thanks for watching.